Peace. This is a Meat and Potato Sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is the God Spark. Is it in you? Before I delve into the God Spark, I will say this. Over the last few decades, there's been discussion about looking for certain energies outside of yourself, whether it be the 72 demons of the Goetia, the 72 angels, the Orisha, etc. Do many people have this within them, so there's really no need to look outside of themselves? Not necessarily, and here's why I say that. Although there is a section of Satanism or even an African-centered community that says worship nothing above you, you still have to give respect. And here's why I say that. When they say, well, Ptah's inside of you or Oshun, etc., the only way that you can have some of that spark in you is if you have the God spark or the demonic spark. And that's what a lot of occultists and metaphysicians don't touch on. It's not so much that you worship in something outside of yourself. You still have to give these energies or beings respect, because these energies are millions of years old, which means that many of them supersede your bloodline, and it doesn't matter where you came from. They were here before the Ma'afa. They were here before Ireland was formed or the United Kingdom, Scotland, etc. So I think that it's a dynamic ego boost, but it can hurt a practitioner when they think, oh, well, all I got to do is look for every single answer within. Yes, you look for your answers within, but don't think that you're a God within yourself. Now, even the Bible holds some truth. Look at Psalms 82, verses 6 through 70. Ye are gods, but you shall die as men. And a lot of people didn't really exactly know what that meant. Well, let Mentor explain it to you. When you were created, and there's a whole bunch of things that went into your creation. One of the things that they did as a safety valve, so many will not reach their full potential, is they put them in a human body so you can age, get sick, decay, meet your demise. You understand where I'm going with this? So if you're a so-called God within yourself, you should already have the immortality gene. And that's why I said there are angels and beings and demons out here older than you, and they're omnipresent, and they're not going nowhere no time soon. Like I said, that's dangerous when you start giving out that type of information. Gods, can they use you? Some of them can use you if you're afraid of them. But if you approach them with respect and don't go talking to them like they're somebody off the street, you should be all right. Another thing that I want to say is if you look at comic books, because this is what this earthly existence is a comic book, there is the Celestials from Marvel. The Celestials created all types of different beings and are responsible for the multiverse. And yes, the multiverse is real. There are many universes, and any angel or demon will tell you that. That's why they're omnipotent or omnipresent, because they can go to this universe, that universe, etc. Just like there's different kingdoms in the infernal realm. Same thing for the celestial realm. But with the Celestials, they had some titles that were pretty incredible, because they fought against their creator, because they wanted their own autonomy. Some of the titles was the Star Gods, Titans, Rebel Angels. So each race will always fight to be its own master. That's why many of you are in a human body. And this is why I say that when people say, well, all you got to do is look within. Oh, okay. Well, if you talk to angels or you do divination, here's the thing. Everybody doesn't have the God spark or the demonic spark. That's in the minority. And that was told to me personally. But I can challenge you to do your own divination. But it's not in the majority like you think. Some people don't have that spark. And also what was told to me in my case, and I can use me. one thing that activates the God or demonic spark within you is when you do magic. When you practice magic, that's when you activate it. And that gene is no longer dormant. In my case, my mutation magically will never stop. It's ongoing. So everyone doesn't have a God spark. So they say, well, the God in me. Well, what if you don't have that God spark or demonic spark or a vestige of extraterrestrial DNA? And science has already spoken about that. So I'm not going to beat that dead horse. So the God spark is something that creators of this planet or your spiritual parents put within you. Cut and dry. So that's something that I want you to think about. And also this, the more you activate it and your mutation's ongoing, it'll get easier to communicate with entities. So no, you're not losing your mind. And then they will put you up on some things. Like, it's gotten back to me that there's a file on me from not only the religious groups that have their own team, and some of them do impeccable research. I'm not even gonna lie. And then there's occultists that have a file on me. No worries. So the only way you're gonna have that God spark, one more time to recapitulate, is you gotta have that spark that was already given before you escaped your mother's womb. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.